10 months later and we finally get our hands on the Princube. You heard me right. P-R-I-N-Cube. Princube. Now look, this thing is a portable mobile printer, full color as well. But it is not in any way, shape, or form meant to replace that thing over there. Now this product is created by TheGodThings. Few of the features that you're gonna expect with this: full color printing, print on any material, palm size and lightweight, easy setup, one button printing, 6 hours working time, 1 year standby, print up to 415 A4 pages. Now I got a bone to pick with these guys. If you guys want to skip this rant, yes, at some point in this video, go ahead and scroll forward. I will show you exactly what it looks like from a top angle, what it looks like to print. However, before we get there, they claim to have an app. They do not have an app. This is probably the only product that I had to actually do a lot of research before actually opening the box. There's a QR code inside the printer. You take that QR code, you go to a website, and that is their web-based app. Not a real app. I mean, it's fine by all measures. They do what they gotta do. It's just very confusing. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. As far as presentation, it's a very nice box. There's not much on there. There's not much design. Pretty much all four corners are pretty much explaining what this thing is. A few colors on the bottom, picture of the product itself. At a retail price of $200, I expect a little bit more. Let's go ahead and open this one up. You guys are wondering, yes, this is an espresso over here. Gotta espresso my feelings. So this is your manual right here. What's cool about it is that it opens up like an envelope, and that's pretty much all there is. And see, what's funny is for a product that is so complex as this, they actually didn't include a lot of stuff in there. If this really is enough, I say bravo to them. You even have a few pictures that show you exactly what the product looks like and a description of the layout, every single button and mechanism that is on the product itself. And then you have these black cards that look like rulers almost. Inside the box, this is what you get right here. You got your printer up top. Pretty sure this is an ink cartridge and your actual charger. You got a little accessory down here. I read this is in case you're printing on something that's not leveled. This will help you so that way you can make sure that it goes flush on it. USB Type-C. In this little brown box, you have the actual tricolor print cartridge. Now here's something cool that they did right. This ink cartridge is universal. Buy it from Amazon or any other place that has these ink cartridges rather than them putting a proprietary type of cartridge that only would work with theirs, and for that we say bravo. And finally, you have your Princube, and I gotta tell you, look me in the eye right now. This right here is impressive. It feels like a quality build. The little accents that it has, the one button on the top, very minimalistic, very clean though. Seems like everything has been thought out. Type-C on the back right there where you're gonna charge. This bottom piece is the one that comes off right there. Look, this piece that comes off on the bottom, there's a QR code. That is a QR code that you scan that takes you to the website, aka web app. Now, really quick thing, on the bottom of this, it's almost easy to miss. There's actually a brush that you can use to clean the sensor in case it gets dirty. Instead of trying to take it out and pinch it, you actually just push it up and it comes out through the top, and there's your little brush to clean it. The other two buttons that you have on the bottom are your on and off button, and then your open and close. So for the purpose of this, we actually just hit that thing to open. The top now open. Gonna get our print cartridge. There's a protector that you have to take off right there. You're gonna want to take that little thing off before you start printing. Okay, so putting this thing was a little bit of a challenge. The first thing that you're gonna want to notice is that on the front face of this, there is the color reader. And if you look, you almost want to just line up that front part to that part right there. When you have it in like that, that right there, once you have it all the way in, should line up. Now the second thing is on the bottom. Let's say that the button's right here. Face the button to the bottom. Push with your finger right here because there's a spring that you have to make sure that it goes under. Then it gets flush like that. Push it all the way back. Make sure that you don't touch any of that stuff. Close this and then close that at the bottom. Now you have it in there. We're gonna go ahead and turn this thing on. So we're going to the Wi-Fi, and here it is, Princube. All right, so the Princube is paired to my phone. And before we show you the overhead view, I'm gonna do a test run real quick. It says upload succeeded. All we do is we should be able to hit this button right here. Okay, so funny thing, it takes this thing a while before it actually gives you gotta do like a few trial runs. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a few more tests from the top view, that way you guys can see. But as you can tell, some of the bottom ones, the first ones that I was doing, are very, very light. And the more that I do right towards the center, you can see that they become a lot darker. So a few test runs, also make sure that you use this in case you don't have a flat enough surface. It has to make pretty good contact or else it's not gonna print. Okay, so let me show you guys exactly what I was talking about. So here's our Princube. Here's the black sheet that they gave us. It's pretty thick, just so you guys know. It's like cardstock almost. So we put it underneath here. We take the bottom piece off. See, look, this right here, it takes a while. You see how you can see the strips? It takes a while before you actually get those strips of color. So what I did, which actually helped a lot too, is I took this little brush that I was telling you guys about right here. And what I did is I actually cleaned it and I went up and down on it, and then it made them more prominent so that way you can have them. Is we go to this website and you see it has that Pac-Man, that little area that you have right there is what it's gonna print. So you can go up and down. So we have that right there, and then we're gonna go to this button that says print right there. It's gonna upload, so it says upload successful. You get that button right there, push print, it goes green, and then you go from side to side. And see, it didn't print it that well because I wasn't pushing that hard. So we'll try it again. And it printed a little bit better that time. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this little brush again, and you'll see that it actually ends up being a lot better once I do it again after this. Push that button again. And now we're just gonna go to the left. And see, when I did it that time, it's getting a lot better. The amount of pressure to put in order for it to print better. Now I added this little adapter that came with it, and it looks like it's actually giving me better colors with this thing on than without it. Yeah, look at that. See, now it's actually starting to outline the color. So let's try this one more time. You can actually add text. And if you do this one, let's say size, the style, the alignment, ¿cómo estás? Here's the shape of what we have. So we'll go ahead and hit that. That's ultimately the size that it can give us. So we'll just make it fit into that size right there. Okay, so we made it fit. Now we go to print right here. So the first one that I'm gonna do is with that adapter on there. With the adapter, you're gonna wanna hold the paper down because it actually does catch some of it. Wow, look at that. So let's try that one more time. We'll go up here. See, that time it's distorting, so it's very tricky. It's very tricky because if you drag it almost a specific way, it distorts it so much. This is something that you're gonna definitely need to practice with. So look, I have some opinions, very strong opinions about this thing. There's a lot of inconsistencies when you print. It's not gonna replace your printer. See, the thing is you almost have to get some sort of a certification with this thing. There's a lot of people that are gonna have high expectations wanting to print stuff on clothes. They're gonna mess up a lot of clothes in the beginning. Is this product for everyone? It's really not. Can people get creative and use this for out of the box type things? Absolutely. I'm really curious as to where this is going, because as of right now, I don't really see a need or a purpose for a handheld printer. Why do we need this? If you guys like this episode, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Every single week we go out and we find products just like this, products that sometimes don't make sense, and we let you know if they really don't make sense. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.